welcome. Patriot Radio News Hour. Joe and Jason, happy Friday. You know what that means. Sit back, relax, strap on the seatbelt, leave the driving to us. We've made it through another week, and like every day, you never know what you're going to see next. Apparently, the president not happy with the Chinese, saying they have violated the preliminary trade deal. I don't know what that means. No other details other than he's not happy. We had a low inflation number out today, so that was, I guess, good news. Other than that, like if that wasn't enough, who knows? Right? I guess we're going to have to wait and see what comes next. Our toll-free number, 800-951-0592. The website at allamericangold.com, and it is the 30th of May. We're going to spend the majority of this broadcast talking about TXIT because the big promo, at least for us, because we don't work on the weekends, ends today. And we have been overwhelmed in a good way with a lot of phone calls, a lot of questions. What is it? How do I get in? How does it work? Of course, this is a cryptocurrency. We've been talking about this a lot the last several weeks. And it's really simple, guys. We are on the precipice of a bond market crisis, period. What does that mean? Well, the whole world has issued so much debt that all of a sudden, it's kind of interesting how it happens, because it's real gradual. Right? It's like, how did you go bankrupt? Well, it was really gradual, and then it was all of a sudden. This gradual is almost all of a sudden, right? This is what's coming. And I don't care if it starts in Japan, if it starts in Europe, if it starts here. It's already started everywhere, right? That's the thing. The question is, okay, when does that moment occur, right? I remember the financial crisis. You remember. Wall Street won't open on Monday. They know nothing, right? Jim Cramer crying on TV and all this stuff, and it's coming. Because they're getting ready to change the money, period. Digital currency is coming. We can be mad about it. We can be upset. We can say, I don't want it. But it's coming. So either we figure it out or we get left behind. So I'm on the figure it out page. And I think a lot of you out there listening, you agree. Okay. Now, Bitcoin, my gosh, I wish I could go back 15 years ago. When it was you know what Bitcoin was? 0.2 of a cent. It's now $105,000. This is an opportunity to possibly do something to that magnitude. Is it going to be? We don't know. What I do know is I like the concept. I like that it only can be mined in the United States, and right now only in Texas. I think there's huge advantages to it. This is a layer 1 crypto. What does that mean, layer 1? Simple. It's new. It's growing so fast. We'll be at Mount Air 6,000 like early next week. They've doubled the amount of miners in a month. I mean, and again, when I look at trading volumes for this coin, they're 4 times higher than when I started a month ago. So this thing it has legs. There's no doubt about that. mostly because I think they've been very, very transparent. The big goal, though, is to get to layer 2. Layer 2, that's like Bitcoin, Ethereum. What does that mean? Layer 1, layer 2 just means, hey, people are starting to use it. So why would people use Texit instead of Bitcoin? As an example, right? Fair question. The best answer I can give you is it's so much faster than Bitcoin. So
which also means cheap. Which also means cheaper.
That's right. Well, yes, they charge a lot less too than Bitcoin. The fees are less. The speed of transactions is the key. Bitcoin was never designed, and I said this yesterday. Walmart's never going to take Bitcoin at the cash register. Why? Well, it's too slow. When you go and you pay with your debit card or your credit card, it's pretty fast, right? And when it takes a little bit, you kind of get a little like, what? They're not going to decline it. Why is it not going through, right? I mean, you want it quick. Bitcoin can take 3 minutes, 5 minutes, right? It's not meant for that. Texit coin is. It is meant for hundreds of millions of billions of little purchases quickly and easily. That's the big separator between the two. We'll be back right after the break. (800-951-0592). Joe and Jason on this Friday. We're focusing today on Texit. We've been talking about this for the last month. They position this kind of like, hey, if you missed out on Bitcoin, here's your next opportunity. We'll see that this is an investment. There's risk here. Everyone needs to understand that there is risk. I don't know. The layer 1 part, they've nailed it. They've nailed it. I mean, and you can see it. This was, as an example, when Mike talked to me about this at the end of April, it was the coins were 46 cents. When I signed up, literally 2 days later, it was already 55. It was $1. It was $1.03 this morning, right? So you see the growth there. You see it in volume. You see it in market cap, right? You see it in miners. So I think they've done that part right. Why are so many people getting on board? Because I think they like the premise of what Bobby has set up here. Hey, I don't want this to be Bitcoin 2.0, because I think when Bitcoin first came out, all of us loved the idea. Decentralized money, right? I don't have to worry about, do you know, Jay Powell and Donald Trump had to have a meeting at the White House yesterday. Right? Why? Well, I want you to do what I want. Well, I'm going to do what I want. Why should we have to rely on these people for any of this? We shouldn't. What have they done to our money? Think about it. Really, honestly. What have they done? They've destroyed it. A $20 gold piece in 1933 was $20. Guess what? It was $20 in 1900. It was $20 in 1870, right? I mean, we didn't have inflation. It didn't exist. The money had incredible buying power until they created the central bank again, took it all away. Now you need like $3,500 for a $20 gold piece, right? That's what they've done. Congratulations, right? Why can't anybody afford a home? Because it's not because the home's still the home. You guys get what I'm talking about. And the problem was with Bitcoin, all the big guys got in, didn't they? It's all pretty much, almost all of the mining that's being done now is overseas, mostly in China. It's too expensive to mine here. The banks control it all. They essentially, I likened to the Tea Party. Remember the Tea Party? Remember Ron Paul? Ron Paul was the Tea Party, and then they just took it away from him, right? And turned it into some nonsense, and now doesn't even exist anymore. We're going to ruin it. So this is kind of a different thing. The most you can put in is $8,955. We say $9,000. That's the 9-pack. It's really $8,955. That's it. Now, you can go on the exchange and buy as much of the coin as you want. You can sell as much of the coin as you want. But what this is you become part of the mining community. Every day, they want to mint about 95,000 coins a day. It'll take well over 100 years for all of it to be mined. And they want this mine to be decentralized. In other words, they don't want the Chinese to create some big mines in China and just dominate all the production of the coins. So it's kind of one of those things where the max they ever want to make is 100, I want to say it's 110,000 coins. I think that's the number, 110, 120,000 coins a day. That's the most they're ever going to make. And they already know this is how much power the mine's going to need to produce that many coins every day. When they get to that point, they won't take any more miners. None. So right now, like I told you, we're getting ready to hit miner 6,000. This is how early we are in this. At somewhere between miner, let's say 125,000 to miner 200,000, the mine will be full. And there will be no more mining. You'll only be able to buy or sell the coin on the exchanges. That's it. Why do you want to be a miner instead of just buying the coin outright? Well, it's simple. Over the long run, you're going to end up with way more coins and way more money, way more money than you would buying the coin outright. Every day, coins hit your account every single day. And Jason, all of our people that have already signed up, they see it. And they've been showing their friends, and now all their friends want to show up. It really is a very creative way of going about creating what is eventually going to be a decentralized mine and a decentralized currency.
Yeah, Bobby Gray is the guy that is in control of this thing in Texas. He is seeing the swell of signups. He's having to pivot and move and make decisions on how to handle this. Joe was speaking to me this morning and saying, hey, I think the signups are going to start to slow down. But I was like, well, the guy, this first burst of people we've been signing up, this is the KXXT community. It's in Arizona as well. They're showing people, like Joe said, and these people are going to see on the phone. You have an app, which, by the way, the app is not susceptible to any theft. You lose your phone, this is a cold wallet, which means it means receive only. If the thief of your phone wants to text it into your account, he can do that. But he won't be able to take anything off because when you sign up, you are in a cold wallet protected situation. And our signups are showing other people, and other people are now calling. And I think that next week we're going to see more people calling. The incentive's still there. I'm going to say right now, a 9-pack and getting 3 shares extra, or a 9-pack getting 2 shares extra, is still a great way. It's still the biggest way you can get in. The biggest way. You cannot come in and get 50 mining shares. If you want 50 mining shares, you have to get into this crypto space, and you have to learn how to sign people up by getting onto Coinbase or Kraken, start getting cryptos moving through those accounts so that you can sign people up. And what Texas wants is they want to be paid in USDC. Joe is standing on his head trying to help you guys out and trying to invoice through Texit and get you guys in the door. Well, we don't know what the changes are going to be. We don't know if they're going to slow us down. We're not trying to slow down, but Joe, we're running a little faster than Texit wants us to run because they do have limited staff over there. So everyone's doing the best they can. Everybody have patience with this. I don't think anybody's going to get screwed on this thing. Everyone's going to do fine. But yeah, everyone needs some patience, and we are going to sign people up and sign people up and sign people up. Because I think this thing is going to be beneficial to everybody that gets involved. Here's the good thing about listening to the Gold Show every day. Joe and I are going to take care of you guys the best we can. We lose if you lose. We win if you win. So we're going to do the best we can to watch this thing, grow this thing. You're going to get, as far as I can tell, Joe, I don't see anything on my radar, and I'm honestly looking at this like I do with everything. There's nothing on my radar that says this is a loser right now or that you're going to lose in the next couple of months. It is being built right. It is being performed right. Will it be super good next year, 2 years from now? We're going to have to watch it. This is what investment is. Investment's like a baby. It doesn't require as much attention as a baby, right, Joe? But an investment is something that you got to put a couple eyes on once in a while and make sure everything's going good. And for you guys, that's going to be calling or listening into the radio shows in Arizona and Colorado. And it's fantastic. It's going to be a great investment for those that get in. The earlier you get in, the better. It's all there is to it. Deposits every day don't start until you sign up. Right, Joe? And as the mine grows, the percentage of the mine that you will have shrinks. It means that you will eventually, over time, be mining less coins. That's still okay for dollar value, though, because as the coin price goes up with the adoption of this coin, you're going to get dollar value, probably the same amount of mining ability now as you will in months to come. But still, it's nice to get those early coins, right? Get those early coins because they go up too. You get coins at $1. You're mining coins, it's $1 a coin. Well, when that's $5 a coin, all of your dollar coins that you mined at $1 right now are now 5x better. So every dollar, let's say you mined 1,000 coins at $1. And now it's $5. That's $5,000 in coins. Get your first 1,000 coins mined. Get these coins mined. Joe, I don't even know. I've been paying attention too closely. I think a 9-pack is getting you about 50 coins, something like that, right? So
no. So right now a 9-pack is probably delivering in the 60, 65 level. But that, as Jason said, over time. So here, and I'm going to give you this example. Okay. If you did a 9-pack today, the 8,995, you get 1,200. We call it hash. Okay. They are saying that in February, they anticipate the value of the coin to be about $16. If you got 40 coins a day, and right now, like I said, it's about 60, 65, but over time it will shrink down. But
with a 9-pack,
right? With a 9-pack. 40 coins a day, 7 days a week. You get coins on Saturday and Sunday, too, guys. That's 280 coins. In 30 weeks for the week, in 30 weeks, you're going to have 8,400 coins. If it's at $16, that'd be $134,000. That the 89.55 brought you. And oh, by the way, the very next day you're getting more coins and more coins and more coins. And
on your dashboard, there's literally a calculator for you to put the numbers in and calculate what Joe is telling you. So once you get your account open, you can go to your dashboard at mindtxt.com and you can type in the numbers that Joe is telling you. And of course, now, as it changes, you change the numbers.
Right. And here's the thing. That's all at Layer 1. Layer 2, which they're already working on. This thing, right, it could be $100. Be $1,000. I look at Bitcoin. It's, $100,000. I'm not saying it's going to be $100,000.
Bitcoin started at a penny. Now it's $110,000.
Really, the first trade was done at 0.2 cents, right?
Yep.
10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas, right? I mean, and that was 15 years ago. It wasn't like the pizzas were $20 a piece, right? You see what I'm saying? But that's the potential, right? The potential is, I'm not saying, hey, do this and get your money back, or do this and hey, maybe you'll make $5 or $10 grand. No, these are, we're looking at hopefully getting some home runs out of this thing. The cool part, though, that the way this works is in 6 months, whatever you put in, you'll have enough coins to be able, if you wanted to sell them, to get your original investment back. And then after that, it's gravy time. We'll be back after the break. 800-951-0592. We're talking about Texit, the cryptocurrency that Jason and I are involved with. Listen, we got our own money in it. I'm in it. My wife's in it. My kids are in it. My family, Jason's family, we're all in. That's how much we believe in this. We don't get paid to talk about it. They're not, that's not the deal. But this is something where I've just come to the conclusion this thing is it's a rocket ship coming. That's what it is. Digital currency is coming a lot faster than I even wanted. There's a reason why the Trump administration's all in, right? And all, they're changing all the regulations. All of it's coming. Why? Because the dollar's in trouble. Really. It's not just the fiat money is in trouble. And this is an opportunity, because when you think about this, why would companies want to use a digital currency? Well, I'll give you the simplest reason. Every time you swipe your debit card or your credit card anywhere, the business that accepts it, they get hit with fees. Now, debit or credit card, debit card, it's only, 1.5%, or it's only 1%. 1%, think about Walmart. That's a lot of money. If it's a credit card, forget it. 3% plus. What if it was only pennies? Think they'd be interested in doing that? Oh, yeah, they would. Why don't they do it right now? Well, they won't let them do it right now. Right? It's getting closer, though, right? All of a sudden now you can do Bitcoin for huge transactions. And I told you guys, like wires. You should see how expensive a wire is. You want to wire $100,000? I remember, I want to say when I first started here, wiring $100,000 was like $15, which is still kind of outrageous, but it's $15. I wire $100,000 like every week, multiple times. You're looking at somewhere between $70 and $100, depending on how big the wire is. $70 to $100. That's just a wire. Now, if I was wiring billions, I need $1,000+ There's huge savings in that, and the speed. I think, listen, don't be shocked in the next 10 to 15 years if we're down to just 100 banks or less. I don't even know what will, like Visa and MasterCard and all of those things, they'll still be here, but man, it will be not the way they are today. Most people will probably be paying for things with a crypto, and not even, Jason, for something they may not even realize that they're doing.
It doesn't even matter. Coinbase, Kraken, Gemini, Dextrade, these crypto exchanges are going to be a part of reality in the future. and they deal with dollars. Think of a crypto exchange, because I'm talking to people about signing up. I was like, look, you're going to have a Texit account. It's floating out here, very private. Not even Texit knows what's in there. They're just sending you your coins every day. You have to turn this cold wallet. You literally have to peel the sticker off the back of the cold storage wallet coin you'll be receiving after you sign up. And you're going to scan the QR code on the back. It's laser engraved. And then you turn it into a hot wallet. Now you can send coins. Well, just as Joe has said in previous broadcasts, I tell the people signing up, a 401k has money in it, but you don't spend it. Texit isn't going to be accepted all over the place. Now, will it be accepted in the future? It remains to be seen. I don't really even care, because you're going to have to send this to the crypto bank, your bank. And if you don't do online banking, please start dabbling around on your computer and learn how to get on your accounts, because this is how the crypto space is going to work. Your online banking is a dollar bank. A crypto exchange is just a crypto bank. You must take your off-centered crypto, your Texit crypto, and send it to the crypto bank, the exchange, and then the exchange will turn it to dollars, which then goes to your checking account. This is how you cash it in. Anybody signing up, and Joe's signing them up fast and furious. If you haven't got these details yet, listen in. Start getting more involved in the space, because, as Joe said, if there's only 100 banks in the future, well, that might be only 100 big dollar-only banks, because these crypto exchanges are going to take over the banking space. And then the regulations comes in, and then all the expense comes in. It's great to get in the space, learn the space, because the more you understand money, the better you're going to operate in the space. We've said it on the air before. If you don't worry about your money, somebody else will. Okay? So don't say, oh, it's crypto, I just don't want to have to deal with it. That's fine. You can operate without this, but you cannot have a Texit account and decide I'm anti-computer. This is a computer money. This is an online internet crypto money. And I didn't go in 2023, late 2023 into 2024. I didn't spend a bunch of time looking at this space because I was just curious. I did it because I wanted to find a way to make money. And then when I found it, which after I had gotten rid of all my crypto, I was moving so much money in the crypto space. I was doing these things called liquidity pools in the decentralized space, stuff that we're not even getting close to on this show. And I was finding that, yes, you can do crypto like day trading, but it was very involved. I wanted an asset that was less hands-on. So I got out of the space about 6, 8, 10 months into last year. And then I came back into the radio station in Johnstown. I started running the radio station again. And then here comes Mike Morris. He's like, I got a crypto. And I was like, well, okay. I really went through that space last year, but I'm always, I always want to look at possible opportunities. And then Mike laid it right in front of me. He's like, okay, that is exactly what I was looking for last year. I'm looking for the Bitcoin that's at the beginning of Bitcoin, right? This thing, the blockchain is cloned off the Litecoin blockchain. Litecoin is one of the successful blockchains. Everything about this, having a guy that actually is running the show, it's great to know that there's a guy that has to be held responsible for this. He's put himself out there. Bitcoin, I think it was made by the government. 2009, are you kidding me? Suddenly this crypto thing came out there. I think cryptos are going to be used against the citizens, and I think the citizens are going to be able to use cryptos to their advantage. Just like a firearm, right, Joe? You can be evil with a firearm, or you can protect your family with it, right?
That's the choice. I say protect the family. We're going to talk about how to do it coming up next. 800-951-0592. That is the number if you want to call to sign up and become a miner. We would be happy to do that for you. And just look at it this way. You can buy up to 9 shares. That's the most you can buy. Each share is $995. Through today, Texit has a promotion going. If you buy 3 shares, so $995 times 3, right, $29.85, they'll give you a 4th share for free. If you buy 6 shares, it's $59.70. They'll give you 2 shares for free. And then, of course, if you buy the 9-pack, right, that's the most you can buy, $8,955. They'll give you 3 shares for free. That promotion ends the second Jason and I walk out the door today. We come back on Monday. They're still going to have a promotion. On Monday, you got to buy 5 shares, and you'll get 1 free. If you buy 9 shares, you'll get 2 free. See the difference? So I don't care what you ultimately decide to do. I know, listen, this isn't for everybody. I want to highlight this. This is not gold, right? Gold keeps you whole. There is risk here. Is there a chance that this thing doesn't work? Yep, there is. But I think it's positioned very well to have success. And that's why Jason and I got on board on this. And why am I telling you guys about it? Because I think this thing has a chance to go big. And then you're going to take some of that Texit, and what are you going to do? I'm going to protect my wealth, right? I'm going to buy more gold. I'm going to buy more silver. How do you pay for it? You can write a check. You can pay with cash. You want to put it on a credit card? You can do it. 3% if you want to put it on a credit card. We handle it all. I handle all the payments. You don't have to worry about that. You pay me, pay Jason, we pay Bobby. Pretty simple. You want to trade some gold or silver? We'll do that as well. So we're making this as easy as possible. And I will tell you, Jason is right. It's going to get harder as things go. The more miners that come on, the obviously, hey, the flexibility won't be there in the future. Why are they making it less attractive coming June? Because, Jason, there's plenty of people that want to get in.
A lot of people are going to get in, and the incentives that we've been using the first month of signing people up here in this time that we joined up, they were trying to incentivize, get more. There's a kind of a balance and a growth to this. You don't want to overgrow it, and you don't want to undergrow it. So I think by the time Mike Morris came to me and talked to me about it, and I brought it to Joe and I went full force into this. And they had the incentives, which was to encourage signups to grow it a little faster. Well, if they're taking the incentives away, Bobby Gray is wanting to slow down the growth a little bit. One of the reasons you can only buy 9 hash, a 9-pack, is because he doesn't want some, fat hog millionaire, billionaire to come in and buy 500,000 mining shares, pump the thing up, and then dump it and kill it. So, there's an adoption of a blockchain crypto can be successful or it can fail. Once it's adopted and moves into the space and becomes more widely accepted across the crypto space, it's there to stay. Litecoins are going to stick around. Ethereum is there. There's a bunch of other Solana, Cardano. These accepted cryptos are here to stay, and we have the opportunity to get involved in the early stages where that's where you can make some money. I think we can make money on this as the years go on. Once it's adopted, I think the money's going to be good for a long, long time. Once it's successfully adopted, you're going to want to sit in this space for years to come because it's going to be like Bitcoin. It's going to keep being mined day after day after day, and more people that are not mining it are going to want to buy and sell the coins, just like Bitcoin sold every day. Huge amounts of money are in Bitcoin now. There's a reason that Wall Street went and grabbed it and made an ETF out of it, because it's legit, it's real, and somebody wants to put control over it. And if Bobby Gray is who he says he is, he's not going to allow an ETF on this thing. Who knows what could happen then, right? Joe? Who knows? We might be on the cusp of something that's going to have one of two end courses. One, it's so good and it's so separate from the government that someone comes in and regulates and tries to shut it down, and that's going to happen years from now. That won't happen now. That'll happen when it's a threat. Or number two, it's just going to get wildly popular, Joe, and wildly popular. And people say, get into this. Don't get into this other stuff. Get into this one, Joe.
Yeah, so when we're talking about 6,000 miners, that's 6,000 individuals. That's some of them have one share. Some of them have 3, 6, 9. But, yeah, that's 6,000 individual people. That's why I said, well, the mine will be full. We don't know, is it going to be 125,000 miners or 200,000 miners? Because depends on how much, if they all did 9 packs, the mine fills up a lot faster than if they all did ones. So keep that in mind. Get in 800-951-0592. Final segment coming up. 800-951-0592. If you want to sign up for Texit, that's the number you call, and we can get you in. Remember, you can do as little as $995 all the way up to $8,955. At 3 shares, you get 1 free, 6 shares, 2 free, 9 shares, 3 free. And remember, every share is $995. The other service that we're providing, for as long as they're going to allow us to keep doing it, we've had so many of you that's already signed up that you're seeing it. You're seeing it work. And then you're signing up, you're signing up your kids, you're signing up your friends, you're signing up other people because you see the potential in that. And we can do that for you because Bobby is allowing me to pay for those things to occur. So you don't have to have the crypto account. And, well, I don't have a crypto account. I can't pay in crypto. That's when you let us do it all. And guess what? Here's the thing. We make sure you get the credit. So if you bring other people in, because remember, their goal is they want to have, like I said, 150,000 plus miners. No one miner can be overly dominant, but they do reward you for getting other miners involved. They'll give you more shares as you bring people in, which will allow you to get some more coins. And why do they do that? Because they truly want to get to decentralization, which means it's spread out amongst hundreds of thousands of people. When Jason was just listing off all of these coins that are, they're popular, people have heard of them. They're being mined by a small amount of people that really are behind the scenes calling the shots, and that's kind of what makes this really unique as well, Jason. Yeah,
and the opportunity, and anyone that's dabbled in the crypto space, I know a lot of listeners that are listening to this haven't, but the people that have dabbled in this, that if you can get on board and be at the beginning of one of these, this is just like any other investment. Man, if you were there at the beginning of this company or that company or this stock or that stock, or, hey, you had a relative or a friend that came to you. I remember the movie It's a Wonderful Life, right? And he's got this guy, the hee-haw, the guy that that has the funny friend. Well, he's an investment, he's a businessman, and there's a part of the movie where he calls him from New York. He's like, hey, I got this, we're going to get into the plastics. And then World War II is getting ready to start because that's where plastics really gotten huge. He's like, I'm going to build a plastics factory. Give me all the money you can get me. Get every dollar you can get, and we're going to make it big on this. Well, George Bailey didn't do it. He didn't put the money in. His friend got richer and richer. There's a scene in there where he's got the really fancy car, and then George and his new wife gets into their car, and it's all crappy, and it's used up. And this is one of those opportunities. Get into that plastics business, get your investment in, and watch it grow. That's what this is. I know it's a weird space. I know the crypto space doesn't make a lot of sense. We're off in these weird digital worlds. The things that go on in technology nowadays are baffling, but there are opportunities being offered. You simply got to open your ears and eyes when one shows up. And, this is not life-ending money. The amount of money you're going to invest is not going to destroy your household by trying into this, Joe.
Yeah, and the best part, too, is we're going to do it all together. You're not going to be left out there to figure it out on your own. We're going to be here with you every step of the way. Again, today's the last day for that great bonus special. 800-951-0599.